In this video, we're going to take a look at the steps to install the Iconic Suite using a shared SQL server. Iconic Suite uses the SQL Server to store its backend server-side settings and configurations like the OPC tag names, asset names, alarm set points, fault rule definitions, etc. You may install a new SQL instance for the configuration databases or use an existing one. You have two choices. It could be a local SQL Server instance or a remote SQL Server. For this video, we're going to use a remote SQL instance. During the prerequisite step of the Iconic Suite installation, you will be prompted to install a local SQL Server Express instance if there is no previous versions of SQL Server detected on the computer. When intended to use a remote SQL Server, you can click No and continue with the installation process. Follow the video for the standard Iconic Suite installation, and in the Database Server Setup page, you can click on Browse button to see the various SQL instances available on the network. Beware that this option is only going to populate with the SQL Server instances if the SQL Server has the browser service available and running. Alternatively, you could also manually type in the IP or the server name into the Database Server section. Make sure to use the correct authentication method that is allowed by the SQL Server. Also be sure that the user used in the authentication method has the permissions on the SQL Server to create new databases and edit databases. Make sure to give unique names when multiple servers are installing their configuration databases to the same SQL Server.